There's nothing connected to this phone right now. I have my headphones connected to my laptop.
I have a lot of things connected to myself. But
That
right now, we seem
that's
to be
disgusting.
things are being neglected at the moment.
Yes, big time. All right, so welcome to the SloMoeshon YouTube channel. My name's Justin,
My name's Matt.
and it's been a while.
It's been a long while. This is number 3 of a Tubecast.
This is episode 3.
I
Yeah.
Rather than trying to redo it again, or basically just create another one and delete the 2, I like archiving things. So this is the third, and basically it's going to start off with where the fuck is everything?
We haven't.
Hang on, I'm listing the topic as it goes. All right, you son of a bitch. Let me continue. All right.
I was gonna add to that last line you said.
Well, okay.
We started archiving
Okay.
after we lost a
You
bunch.
gonna? Are you gonna say? Am I gonna talk first, or are you gonna talk first?
Same time.
Okay. Basically, this entire thing is just gonna be based off of what has been done, what isn't being done, where have we been when those things have been done, and why aren't those things being done when they should have been. Justin, would you like to start? I would like to start after.
For college.
For college.
I graduated from college. You're still in college.
Yeah,
but you get a lot more breaks than I did.
Oh, I had a lot of breaks because I didn't speed through it. Also, I didn't have to deal with crappy dorm Wi-Fi.
Oh god. Don't even remind me of the freaking Wi-Fi that I used to have. Okay, I'm glad now because I have 175 down. But back at the dorms, I had what? 2?
5.
2 down? 5? Something
No,
like that.
well, you had better than my AT&T days, and it was let's see, my AT&T days were like 0.7.
But even the
Well, let's just say you weren't able to connect to anything on Xbox. The lowest amount, the minimum that you're able to do to connect to Xbox, you were just barely getting past it.
and it sucks because I would join the game if I actually we should start from the beginning on that one. You couldn't see me in the roster.
Well, let's just start all the way back from when things stopped to where things are now. All right, let's see. How far does that go back? That goes back pretty damn far, don't it?
A little bit.
Well, let's see. We stopped doing a lot of things you stopped doing a lot of things around 2013.
Yes.
Then school started taking over. So did most of your relationship issues.
Yes.
I started the Matt vs. Indie games in 2000. No, I started that way back then. Never mind. But I was still doing that. Tried to do Moving to Reach HD. That didn't kick off. That'll never kick off ever again. I'm sorry for that, everyone. Then you disappeared for a while again. Then I was still kind of off my own, so I did Matt vs. Indie games. Then college started, and things started to slow down a shit ton, to the point where things were there were only a couple videos released within 6 months, maybe 2 years. 2 videos a year. And then I was like, you know what? No, that's not how I want to do it. And considering that Justin has the worst luck of all when it comes to technology nowadays, I tried to work past it. So I've decided to do just one last time, that one last machinima. After 5 times where I've said I'm done with machinima, I'm still doing it. This will be my last one, maybe. I don't know if it starts doing good, whatever.
It'll be his last written one.
I don't think it'll be the last written one. I think it's just the last one based off these characters. Because I like these characters, I didn't give them a good...
That's true. That's what we were talking about. We're not quitting. We're starting new. We're not going based off of anything you see in the past.
The format of the channel is completely different now.
Yes. By the way, one thing to add about the Tubecast number 3.
Uh-huh.
Tubecast number 2 was uploaded on October 3rd, 2010.
Oh my god. That was... Wait a minute. Hang on a minute. September, October... Okay, so that was a month after Moving to Reach finished. Which no one can see.
Yes.
Let me tell you what I hate, alright, about myself, and what I hate about us, alright, is that we were idiots when it came to copyright stuff. So the first episode of Moving to Reach was okay, because, it didn't pick up the 2 songs in there that are going to be picked up. The second one apparently never had anything picked up. The third one, I think, had something picked up. Fourth one did. The fifth one had something picked up, but we got rid of it. And then I decided to re-upload it and redo it, considering that we had time and that we're still on the Halo 3 thing. So I was like, all right, might as well take it. 6 is on there, and I think it has 2 copyright strikes. No, it doesn't have any copyright strikes, but it just has match party content. That's all I'm saying when it comes to the music. It has so much music in there. Then the 7th one had music, but it didn't pick up, right?
I think so.
Like, it didn't have... Well, either or, never monetize those things just in case. Then 8 had... I remember this great. 8 had one where it was muted, and I was like, well, okay, I'll just do this, and then it was alright. The 9th one, the final one, alright, had 2 songs, both of which were enough to be muted, because they weren't viewable in, like, some parts of the country or whatever. So I was like, well, alright, I still have it in there, I'll just redo the song. And I redid the songs, and those 2 were still bad. So they got muted, and then I disputed it again, and it was alright. But then I was like, you know what, that's just too much, so I got rid of it. And I never see it again. You'll never see it again, and it's gone. And it sucks because it was such a good thing. It was like the first thing that we ever did that was finished.
It was the first completed thing.
Yeah, it was the first ever completed thing. And then NatRap started. No, NatRap started, like... Did it start after?
I think it started before.
NatRap started during, I believe.
It was during.
You know what, I just realized something?
I'm looking. Yeah.
Okay. We have, currently, we have 7,500 subscribers, at least more than that. 7,500. A good, maybe, 200 of these people, maybe, 200 if they aren't defunct, know what the fuck we're talking about.
Yeah.
But the others don't, because I strongly believe, and I believe you believe this too, is that the only reason why we're getting most of these subscribers is because of the Kino video.
The Kino video and
and the troll video, I think. The one where you were making the kid cry. Now I think we're getting some because of the Thoughts of series that I just now started with Fallout 4. The Thoughts of Paladin Dance, alright, I think that one has, what is it, over 500 views 508. Right now? 508 views. That's 3 more than I saw from like an hour ago. And then I uploaded Thoughts of Nick Valentine that has like 50? I believe.
53. 54
okay.
now.
Well, okay, and then it has those. So that's kind of what's going on there, so maybe that's going to gain some. But then once we actually start doing more things, they'll probably come back and everything will be like, hey, okay, they're active again. Just like social media, where I was like, hey, I found the old Twitter. Oh my god, the old Twitter. Twitter. Oh god, what?
We found the Twitter account 4 times and then lost it all 4 times.
Here's the thing, all right? Here's the thing. On mobile, all right, you can you can have 2 different accounts going. So I created an account off of my own and added a different email to it, so it was the same password, I believe. So I was like, you know what, I could just try and sign in on my computer. So I type in, in the thing, and it has the autocomplete, and in my passwords, apparently SloMoeshon saved. I'm like, wait a minute, SloMoeshon isn't even a thing. So I saved it, I entered it, and I'm right there. Like, I never lost it. I just didn't bother to see if I was still able to get into it. And I was. So I go and check, and it has the old thing where it's like white, and it has the carpet thing in the SMP. And like everything's blue, there's only 1 follower, and it's a defunct spam account. And every tweet that we have is like the only thing that's shared. Oh my god. It's terrible.
So, how long is it going to be until we have social media back up?
Like, social media is still up.
On a regular basis.
Social media is running
it's up, but it's not really like constantly posted.
Well, the reason why it's not constantly posted up is because we don't really have that many people following. We have 7 people following right now. One of them is me, and another one is a bunch of other people that followed. But once we actually start getting people start asking questions, and they need to, go to places. So that's where we're going to be. That's where it's most active. Where it's like, hey, if you need to ask us a question, that's where we're going to be.
Mm-hmm.
Facebook, I believe, is more or less for the long post things where it's like, okay, here's the updates, what's going to happen there. Twitter is basically just for things that are just kind of going off on my mind right now. Like today, I changed some of the things. The bio in there right now is, I heard that Kylo Ren was shredded. and we were born January 31st, 1896.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
1896?
1896. Because I can't say we were born in like 2009 because that'll just be like, why is this 6-year-old? No, is it 6-year-old? No, seven
There
year old.
has to be a reason behind this, though. I have an idea, and it involves that wraps.
Well, here's the reason I did it. Not to ruin your thought, but the reason why I did. Actually, you know what? Tell me why. What it has to do with what?
That wraps.
We can't talk about it, can we?
A little bit. Mr. Graves is a time traveler.
Mr. Graves.
Mr.
Oh
Graves
boy.
is a time traveler,
Were
and
you were about to say Time Lord.
1896.
You were about to say Time Lord.
No, no.
Yes.
I was gonna say Time Master.
No. No, you said time. Does it really matter now? Oh man, today's
Yeah, no.
Tuesday. The Flash is back, and so is the Reverse Flash.
Is it Tuesday?
Yeah, today's Tuesday, man.
Oh yeah, I remember now because today was supposed to be my day off from Verizon, and then he was like, "You're gonna work."
It's like, yeah. Oh boy. Hey, I don't know, but do you remember this? 15 minutes. 15 minutes.
15 minutes.
15 minutes.
Oh my god,
That was the limit.
we're almost to that 15-minute mark.
We can't do anything after that. Okay, but oh my god, the 15. We don't have to
And
deal
then
with
we
that
became-
anymore.
And then we became YouTube partners, and then we didn't have a limit, and we felt like gods.
We became.
And now no one has a limit.
Everyone, no one has a limit now because anyone can be a YouTube partner. Did I tell you, like, when I signed up on that One Large Cat, like, 2009, didn't have anything, nothing, it was just an account where I posted a bunch of random shit, and then was like, okay, I'm gonna decide to do much with it. So I go into the settings, and it's like, you're a YouTube partner. It's like, no, I'm not. I'm not a YouTube partner. It's like, yep, you're a YouTube partner. Why? Because you've been on here for 5 years.
So you're just automatically a YouTube partner?
Yeah, it was just like, yeah, okay, whatever. So I'm a YouTube partner. I didn't even realize it. But anyone can upload like higher than 15 now. Because you see these people uploading like an hour-long video of like stupid shit. Like, what about the day-long Nyan Cat? Do you remember Nyan Cat?
Oh, I do.
I remember Nyan Cat.
Pop-Tart Cat.
Pop-Tart Cat. Yes, I remember him very well. And I just, oh boy. Where was I going with this? Where were we going with this?
Nowhere, I believe. I believe we had no destination.
We were on a train wreck. No, we were on a. I'm losing brain cells right now trying to remember this fucking thing. What was I going to say? Oh boy.
No clue, but 2016 is written by Stephen Moffat.
Oh, 2016 is written by me. Spoiler alert.
Yeah. Kill off
Anyway,
everyone.
the whole point of this right now, I just bit my tongue, was to bring back the fact that Justin's not dead. He's just stupid. No offense.
I'm barely alive.
He's barely alive. He's brain dead. He was pronounced dead at the scene of the crime that he committed on himself.
I got a degree.
But updates, things, quick updates. Justin, remember your last update that came out?
Yes.
How much of that is still true?
None of it.
None of it's true.
The video is now moot.
Oh god! But
we're still partnered with Serenity Servers somehow.
we're still partnered with Serenity. Speaking of partnerships, all right, let me tell you something. You know about this. You know about it. Gorilla Gong.
What's up? Yes.
They are not a partnership program, but they are the greatest thing to ever happen to the internet. At least before they get bigger. I want to say that.
It's the rebirth of Shinema.
You go to their website, all right? They do not like to capitalize Machinima. Even if it is a title, like it's supposed to be first and the M has to be capitalized, they do not want to capitalize it because Machinima, the actual like company Machinima, is such a cancer to the website or to everything that is Machinima actual verbiage right there. The act of doing Machinima and Machinima the company. Everything is just a cancer because that fucking YouTube channel has 12 million subscribers. And they're averaging about maybe 50K views every video.
And how many of their videos are Machinimas? Like
None.
true on
None.
classic definition Machinima.
None. I mean, there are people that are like partners. Like, do you know the Best Friends?
Yes.
I was told they are still partnered with Machinima, and so is Manslayer, the guy who does Gamer Poop. They are both partnered with Machinima, and I'm so glad that we were never partnered, because if we were, we'd be fucked. Because I believe their contracts, they used to run for 2 years, right?
Yeah.
Now they're like 50.
Which doesn't make sense at all.
Which doesn't make sense, because Machinima will be dead, they will be dead before their contract dies. Machinima's so dead, honestly, they are. But
remember back in the days when if you were on Machinima, you were literally the man. You were the man that was making the money.
You were making the money. No, you weren't the money. I believe Machinima got a good percentage of the earnings from that video. Right?
Yeah.
They got more from whatever they were doing. And then the people that were given money got dick. Like, they got nothing. Like, what was it? Kutra. Do you remember Kutra? Kutra of the Creatures?
Kutra. Yeah.
He did, I think he did a couple of Machinimas. He did a lot of Call of Duty stuff, too. And mostly Unreal Engine. He had Reprisal. He had that one Machinima that never got finished. It was just one episode. And even making episode 2 was like, well, whatever. It was whatever. But he wouldn't have gotten anywhere, right? If it wasn't for the actual directors themselves on their own channels to sponsor them or just show them off, like, hey, look, here's what, like, Kutra, like, I found Kutra through Guitar Master X7. I found Guitar Master X7 through my friends, alright? Guitar Master X7 got me to Kutra. Kutra got me through a bunch of other people. And then I realized that they got me to Machinima, like the actual big Machinima thing. Because Guitar Master X7, Lyle McDouchebag now, but he was still doing Machinima. And so was Kutra, and so was a bunch of other people. And Machinima just kept, like, they died, like, quickly, because they focused on, like, numbers. Like, they wanted more directors, more than they did with money. So they failed. A bunch of people from Machinima just moved on to other things, like Adam Kovic, I think he transferred to Funhouse. That's that branch of Rooster Teeth.
Yeah.
But yeah.
See, Rooster Teeth, I highly admire Rooster Teeth because they've stuck with what they've been doing for years.
The thing is,
they've still done new things. They've still branched out and done new things, but they're still doing the very old traditional things that got them started in the first place.
Yeah. Are they still doing Red vs. Blue? I don't know. I honestly don't know. I think so. If they are, then that's great. And then the creatures are some things that I admire too, because when you look at this group, alright, they just started out as a group of friends, they did a bunch of things, and then they're all like, let's turn this into a little bit of a business. You know, where it's like, hey, we're a group of people that like to game. It's kind of this whole, I don't even know how to quite explain it, but it's just a bunch of friends playing games, making things together, streaming, doing a bunch of other stuff, and it just continues to grow. And that's something that I admire, because if that can be done, like, just out of nowhere say, let's just do this, and then, you know, you got this, like, they had a house, they had another house, and now they have an office that they're doing a lot of stuff with. Like, I think they knocked down, at first they knocked down a wall, then they knocked down a bunch of other walls to create a whole big open space. So they have this little bullpen area, and it's turning into, like, this big enterprise, I would say, of stuff, and it's great. It's awesome. I mean, of course, there are people that come and go, like, you know, kind of like how a business would, where it's like, you know, I kind of feel like I want to do my own thing, so they kind of just go. And that's still good, because you're still doing your own thing. But that's kind of something that I like. That's a big thing, where it's like, if you can just randomly go from, like, you know, I'm doing this at my house, and they're still doing stuff. Like, they still do stuff on their own channels. Like, Uberhack Nova, he was on there for a long time. I remember I was subscribed to Nova back when he had 800,000, and then he did his whole 1 million. And I think he's up to like 3 million, maybe more. Can't tell, but he's still doing stuff, and he's still active. But speaking of, like, things that change, all right, the thing about YouTube in general is face cams.
Yeah, that's a biggie. I remember when I saw my first face cam a few years ago, and I was like, this is never gonna work. No one's gonna like this.
And then everybody started doing face cams because, like, there are people who people like Nova, all right? A long time ago, Nova would never show his face. He's like, when you find a picture of Nova, it's like, what is this? Who is that guy? It's like, that's Nova? Oh my god, I need to see more of this. And you kind of draw like a connection to like the face doesn't match the voice, and it's like, oh my god, it never will. And then he did one face cam video, and that was good. So now he's still doing face cam. Now he's on the creatures, he's on camera, he's doing things. We know what he looks like now, as opposed to not knowing what we did. The same thing with Spoonerism too. Spoonerism, who is a streamer now, was on YouTube a while back and with the creatures, and all he was just this voice that was just embodiment of a horse head, alright? And then it was like, when is Spoon going to show his face? And then Spoon just showed his face. And then he just started doing streams. And with streams, there are still people doing face cams too, because people like the reaction. Like, they like seeing people react to things. Like, if you hear, like, do you even know what I'm doing right now when I do this?
No clue, besides breathing.
I'm sitting back in my chair and face palming as I sigh. But people like seeing that.
Nope, I had absolutely no clue.
Yep, absolutely. Even if I just told you. But it's, oh man. I apparently seem to be ranting right now. How are your thoughts right now? Okay, wait, let me finish that thought before anyone hears and says, what do you mean? I just personally don't find face cams that important. Like, people like Kraken, Critical, I don't know if Vinesauce does anything, but he does stuff that isn't face cam. I don't like face cam, because it's just a little bit too, I don't know, unimportant. Like, who wants to watch me play a game for a while and be like, oh wow, that's cool. Because, like, it's at most points when it's just like, I'm just sitting there doing entertaining things. You gotta edit that out, you gotta do a bunch of other shit with it. But I like it when you stream, because, you know, you're still active with people, you're talking to them if they talk to you. That's cool. But while on a video, you got nothing to talk to unless you're with someone else. So, if you're just there by yourself, like, oh, I gotta, think of a stick, and that's it. So, not a fan. How are you?
Well, at the moment, I'm also checking out Gorilla Gong's website, and I have good news. This month, they've got a total amount of donations of $1 so far.
Nice. That's great. The website needs all they want.
They changed the website completely.
They changed the website thing. I remember they got rid of the alpha in the back, and it's just now just Gorilla Gong.
Yeah, it definitely looks different than when you showed me originally. About what, a week and a half, 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, I'm already on it. You need to send me it on Skype. I'm already there. It's still a good site. Like, even in their slogan, it's just capital A in Machinima. At least they knew. At least it looks a little bit better when they capitalize it all. Like, with the tabs. Like, it's better that way. Just because I like, I understand. Hang on, that Machinima is a cancer, but the active Machinima is not.
Yes.
Let me see. Let me sign in. They still don't have working profile things.
Keeping Machinima alive would be a great thing. And I don't mean the channel Machinima or the company. I mean Machinima as in machine cinema, the original definition.
Machinima. Oh boy. Okay, basically what I remember about us doing, alright, is when we were in the middle of this, what are you sending me? You don't need to tell me when I want to end it. I'm just gonna end it soon, but you wouldn't let me finish. Let me do it, alright? Around the first time that we were doing these things, right? It was all on you. We actually, You know what? We had a beta version of this third one that you decided to edit, and you never did.
Yes.
Due to what? Technical issues or just no time?
I think it was no time.
That's great. But then,
because I was in college.
But then I took over as showrunner. You're still CEO, by the way. You're my boss. Don't fire me. But I took over as showrunner, and things are back. We got our second PSA out there that didn't do that well, or at least I think it did well. Everyone liked it, and
the people who saw it liked it.
Yeah, and now we're back to Tubecast. We're kind of continuing where we left off, sort of. We need a little bit more gameplay on the channel, do you think? Rather than me doing my whole Fallout thing, a little bit, maybe multiplayer games that we need to play. Whenever you have the chance to play, we'll play.
Sounds good.
And we'll record
I just need to get everything set up in my apartment. We need to get a stand for me to sit in.
Yeah. Do you even have a desk?
No.
Really? Dude, come on.
I can get one, though. I have 3 houses I can steal stuff from.
You have 3 houses. You have a lot of shit. What happened to the things that you had before you even had the apartment?
My grandmother got rid of it.
Why?
Because she thought I was never coming back.
I met your grandmother. She's kind of crazy.
A little bit, yeah.
She's a little nuts.
Yeah, very, very much so, yes.
She's yeah. All right. Do you think we want to end it there?
I believe so. If we have anything else, we can always just have another video. Maybe a Tubecast number 4.
How many people? I feel like doing these once a month.
You know what's kind of funny?
Huh.
Now that when we think about it, our average time for making a Tubecast is about 5 years.
It's true.
The average time it takes for us to make a Tubecast is 5 years.
You know what the average of you want to know the average amount of time it takes to make a machinima?
I'm kind of afraid. Actually, it's probably not as long.
10 years.
10 years?
10
We
years.
haven't even had the channel for 10 years. We've had the channel for what?
But if it's a series, it increases by times 2.
True.
Technically, the last one was the PSA. So, maybe it's gone up. Maybe 5. But since let's just comparing the Halloween PSA and comparing the Christmas PSA. One's shit, the other one's better. You decide to make your opinion on it. Maybe both are shit. Maybe both are good. Who knows? But I think it's time to end it there.
It is. For anyone who wants, if you want a certain series that we had in the past to be revived, let us know. If you enjoyed it, that is.
If you enjoyed it. Why are you asking that? We only had 2 series.
We had, well, even like anything that we did in the past, like any of our like solo videos, like how I made the trolling series. If people want to see that come back,
if you want to, how many things do you want to see? It's all up to you. What do you want to see? And basically, since we get like 1 comment every month, we're definitely going to do that. If one person wants something, then we'll do it. We're your bitches. Whoever is the first person to comment, we are your bitches. We will go to your channel and write a nice, nasty comment. And by nice, nasty, that is decided by us, not you. So
we have a certain plan we're following, but if you want additions, that's fine.
We are not available for certain actions. You have to pay us for that. Remember, our donations are open up at donation.com/SloMoeshon up your ass. And then things will be great. Any last words you want to... Oh, God. Good timing. That's a garage door, everyone. There we go. Are you ready? Or, I mean, are you done?
I am. I went to the website, by the way, you told me to.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a website.
Oh, really? Let me see. It seems as though search with Bing. Yes, I would like to search with Bing.
What did it bring you to?
6 terrifying things that nobody tells you about donating at crack.com sex. Alright. I clicked on things that I don't want to know if I want to click on. I think we're done. Alright? Say goodbye.
I'll see ya.
You know what I used to say?
What's up?
I used to leave without no outro.
Yeah.
Technically, I just say goodbye. Farewell.
Auf
Until the next
Wiedersehen.
time. What? Whoops.